Hi! It's me. So, we're starting off right where we left yesterday. And we were doing... What were we doing? We were running. Oh, that's right.
Riptide.
Let's go. Oh, that's right. We were delivering a letter for this bitch to her lover. Well, let's see. Let's just get all the teleport points along the way and see where the story takes us. Let's see if there will be just as much talking today. There's barely any time for me to say anything. Yeah, I don't
No
care.
time to lose.
What the fuck is that? Pink fireflies? Interesting. Let's keep going for now. I'll just pick up all these fucking world quests later. We're in a hurry now. But damn, this place is big. I like the looks of it though. So far, Inazuma's looking great. There's the colorful stuff. I really like the purple everywhere. I'm wondering when we'll get the Electro Traveler. Maybe I was just dumb and I could have gotten it yesterday. But I don't know. We'll find out. Jesus, there's so many teleport points. I don't mind because it just makes getting to dailies easier and stuff. But I have to walk it first. Wait. What? We have to get up there. This way should be fine. We'll find out.
I could get used to
I'm
this.
so lost right now, but honestly, that's part of the fun of Genshin, right? The huge world. We're fucking lost. Like, ever since the first two regions came out, right? It got more and more boring, and I really like getting to explore a new region. There we go. Continuing the story. No voice acting. You're not expecting me to do it now, are you? Game. I'm not a voice actor. Ah, there he is. Please you speak. He doesn't. Why do we need to go to the... Dude, everyone wants to go out with us. I don't know, man. We have to go back? He wants us to send it back? No way I'm headed back. We just fucking escaped. Okay, so both of their parents don't want him to talk. I mean, the story is such a cliche, but I'm fine with it. How would it be? Well, whatever. Alright, let's go to the restaurant. If I can 200 meters. Well, let's take the time to enjoy the scenery. Telling you, there's a lot of purple. This looks cool. Yo. You can't buy them. I mean, it would be cool if they did like character skins, at least for the Traveler, with the regional clothing, right? Like if they give the Traveler a kimono. I think there was some, in some promotional art, there were some skins for the Traveler and Neo as well. Oh, I could probably just teleport. Whatever. But yeah, I think it's a perfect skin they could release, and they could probably release those for free. But it's probably asking too much. Okay, which of these is the restaurant? This one? Yeah. Yo, was no one gonna talk anymore? Everything was voice acted yesterday. Ah, he's here. See, he is expecting us to go back there, when we just worked so hard to escape that fucking island. Why would there be anything wrong with the treats though? They're just... right? They're just treats. Oh, but we have a travel permit now, so it should be fine. Does it work for the other islands too? That would be cool. Nice. I'll be able to go everywhere now. One thing I meant to do, by the way, is let's just switch the party to the Traveler again. I'll just put, I don't know, let's put Ganyu or something in there.
As per our
That will do the
contract.
trick. Yeah, we have to head back here. Well, let's see if we can get the Electro Traveler now. We do. Cool. Alright, let's check it out. I can see it. Right.
Take this!
He throws like fucking shuriken. Yeah, that's actually kinda cool. Is he actually a DPS here now then? Cause the Geo and the Animo, they're both support, right? Okay, where is she? Hiragi Chisato. There she is. We did in fact deliver your letter. Tricolor dango, okay. We're getting something in return. I thought the purple would look out of place, but it kinda looks cool. Well, let's see where we're headed now. Wait, what? There's no quest? that's it. Oh, it's the new quest, cause what's his face? Toma. Our boy. He asked us to meet him at the tea house, right? So it's just another quest. Well, let's go see him. He was so disappointed yesterday. And we rejected his offer. I didn't even wanna. Aren't we gonna fight?
According to the letter, this should be the
The
place.
Archon or something? Apparently not.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Fuck you.
Wait!
Do you know who I am?
General public?
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Oh, it's voice acted. Nice. I was already starting to worry and would have to actually read the lines. I don't feel like doing that.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
Dude, like, I mean, his clothes are out of place, but you're completely out of place.
The Yashiro
Like,
Commission
nobody knows
seal.
what the fuck Paimon is.
This must be from Mr. Toma.
Yes.
It seems there's more to you than meets the eye.
Certainly. You're certain.
In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
What's the Yashiro Commission again?
Well, that sounds more like it.
Was that the one that Thomas a part of with Ayaka? No. That's not what we're doing.
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma?
He's been smoking.
Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
It's the dog! Yo, I saw him! I want him as a pet. I'm gonna abduct him to my teapot. 100%.
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What?
What? Is that dog talking to us?
He's probably just behind the counter or something.
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time
What?
you've seen me in this form?
Wait, that's him? Hold up.
Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
He's a werewolf! Where? Shiba, I suppose.
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
Alright.
Dude, he was
alright,
fucking
I've had my
joking.
fun.
No, he actually got me. That would have been so cool though. Well, I mean, I'm not a furry, but I know the wolf in my name might suggest otherwise.
Hey, you're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary.
Don't do it again, dude.
It helped us determine whether
Well,
or
didn't he
not to bring
help
you
us save
before Miss
money? Like
Kamisato,
millions?
and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Oh, he was testing if we would stand up to the authorities. So, when he asked us straight up if we would fight them, and we said no, he tested if we would instead. Just, you know, in
Don't
practice.
think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
She just needs food.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies.
The courage to face the light.
Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you?
There's no rules for us,
Naturally,
dude.
this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... Ah, so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly.
Damn.
Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me
Yo,
to.
why do we go to a tea house if we're not even drinking tea?
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Is this related to like the god? Did you see the opening cinematic? Omnipresent god. What the fuck? Maybe it's just a new statue, like a big ass statue of Ball. That's also a possibility, or it just makes infinite coffee. That's. I mean, I suppose it's unlikely. Can't be that divine. Jesus. So it is just a giant statue of Ball.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
What the fuck?
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt degree are put into this statue?
There's a whole 3 of them.
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree?
I mean, I guess visions are kind of rare. Like, let's say all of the visions are literally just the characters you can get. It's like, what, 20 per region? Which makes it incredibly rare, but I highly doubt it's that little.
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts.
They've told us like 50 times already.
As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs, and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement.
Right.
The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it, for all time.
I honestly don't see how taking away visions is gonna change that. In fact, aren't people gonna go into an uprising because of this?
Of
Fight
course,
back?
this is my own limited understanding. As
It would
for the
change
reason
things.
behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryo Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue.
So why does he still have one? Oh, we haven't met that commission yet.
And
I
this
suppose.
statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
Oh, there's a few more. There's like 8. There's not that many visions though. Like I would expect them to have collected hundreds already. There's 8.
But if
Big
that's
deal.
the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, oh, I don't know,
Raiden.
selfish?
I mean, it's selfish as fuck, Paimon. I'm gonna start calling you Paimon from now on.
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun.
See, but this has happened before, but there's just inconsistent words. Because Paimon just called it Raiden, and then this guy said Raiden, right? Which is a lot closer to how I believe it should be said. Now, I'm not Japanese, so I can't really claim I know how to say it, but I do know it's different. And the same happened with Liyue, right? Like something that Liyue, I've heard more ridiculous things coming from characters. Is there no one that just makes sure they pronounce it correctly? I mean, don't get me wrong, this game is amazing and the voice acting is great. Like, I've heard some terrible voice acting in games.
And yet, I agree.
But it's something that bothers
The Vision
me.
Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
It's probably just my OCD. I don't actually. Never mind.
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
But can he talk to like the visions or something?
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
People's aspirations. He's definitely just, he could hear the visions. Oh, come on.
Aspirations?
Does it have to be more anime?
That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor.
That is the theory.
That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition.
Wait, maybe they're not God-given at all. Maybe they just appear when you reach that ambition.
So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined.
How would it
All
seem
right,
power anyway?
time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Yeah, let's meet Aika.
Finally!
Took the words right out of my mouth. What? Why is it that far? Wait, how? I guess this is the fastest. Making me do more walking. Did it say lavender melon? What? That's interesting for sure. I mean, I'd eat it. What is that? Is that a scarecrow? It's a man beating up a waterfall. Makes sense. Shuriken. They look really cool. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Like, I don't mind a bit of anime. I mean, what are we playing Genshin for? I just want to see cool shit, right? On another note, I don't appreciate the walking. Yo, listen to the music. That's so cool. What? Are you for real? Is it turning into Minecraft now? Big ass ravines. What? What is that? He's there. Kill him. Kill him. Neat. He's invincible. Come here. It's probably some kind of puzzle. Well, that was fucking random. Alright, we're here. Yo.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
It's the Dawn Winery.
Welcome at last to
It's
the
kinda down to
Kamisato
earth.
residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests.
She's a streamer too.
Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Yeah, people have been waiting for her for like a year. Shit. Even now she hides from them.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. And Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties.
Not sure I'm following.
A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
She stopped for us. How nice. Such manners. Just gives us the time to cut her off.
Oh,
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
Ah, don't worry. I think we know where this is going.
no, please, wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
Doing errands again.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
Oh, so they weren't killed just to have their vision taken?
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
What? They've got Zoro. Zoro got a vision. And they took it from him.
Correct.
Shit.
Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here. Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
You set this up, bastard. Alright, let's go. Where do you have to go now? Oh my god. Okay. Saves me the time.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
That's him. He looks too boring to have a vision, to be fair.
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago.
Dude, he looks like he's fucking 80.
Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did?
Just let him go. If he's been so good, let him live his own life.
We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
It has to do with the wish thing. Ask the crowd. That's what it's. There's 2
If you
people.
want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt Decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person.
Oh, so it's the visions that make you look like an anime character. Now I get it.
I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, And then, out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
For sure. Let's talk to him instead of these people that are just speculating.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay.
Dude, he's got a nice voice. I didn't expect this. Nice.
True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time?
That's a good question.
I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone.
Wait, so it's not just the ambition that leads to a vision, but it's the other way around. His ambition is gone, and the memories are gone because his vision is gone. So it's connected.
In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Jesus Christ.
Well, in that case,
He's
if
depressed.
we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy.
Let's ask his vision.
Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back.
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Now we're gonna have to find it. Thanks, old lady.
Oh, yes, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
How convenient. It's as if he knew this was gonna happen.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find
yeah,
the
sure.
diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Fine. I'll do it. This looks like a diary.
This looks like Tejima's diary, all right.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have here.
It's gonna be some random fucking... all the crops grew today.
Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black.
What the fuck? I think this is a kid's diary.
Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab.
Who has gills? What the fuck is this
I
shit?
went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance.
What is this kid doing over here?
Seems like your average diary of daily village life.
Dude, it's boring.
Huh? Wait, there's more!
No!
I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
Alright, let's go. Where's the shrine? Dude, that's so close.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
Paimon. Run. There's a ghost. The candle's lit up out of nowhere. Wait, I have to do it myself now? Oh, that's way easier. It's in this direction. Oh, it's the rocks.
Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot.
How?
The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? Huh. So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone.
For 30 years?
But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh?
Dude, if she doesn't show up after like half an hour, she's not coming.
Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Why is this game just about sad love stories?
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years.
That resolved it?
Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited.
He knows it's a her.
And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly.
Well, those were the highlights of your 30
feels
years.
like the blink of an eye.
Alright, I won't judge.
How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it.
You're some sad shit.
It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream.
That's why he wants to travel. He's gonna go look for her.
I think maybe not.
Oh.
If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her?
It's been 30 fucking years. You have something more to complain about.
When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
No problem. I didn't do it for you anyway.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too.
I mean, it's kind of
That
fucked
certainly
up.
explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we?
Sort of.
Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
At least it wasn't as generic anime this time. Kinda hated when they put in those standard anime tropes. I kinda like the awesome action scenes and stuff, but there are so many overused things in anime that I sometimes get bored of it. And Genshin, it does the same thing. Right? Like some awesome shuriken? Sure, I'm all for it, but sometimes it's just not necessary. All the fan service too, I'm not a fan. Ironically. But yeah. I guess I just mostly like the action. Not the generic stories. And certainly not
They say the
all the
Tenryou
underdressed
Commission is
women.
directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order
And
in
huge boobs and
Inazuma.
shit.
The ones actually enforcing the
Not a
Vision
fan.
Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
Such timing!
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
I feel like these are the guys just lying.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh? And
Like
who are you?
emergency vote.
One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter.
I'm not sure.
This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution.
He's definitely our dude. I feel like these guys, they're just setting him up. They're just lying to him so he feels bad, maybe tries to compensate or something.
In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But
He's
why
purple
would
as fuck.
she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
He didn't say anything.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions.
See?
I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're
These
trying to blackmail
Things
me.
are so predictable, dude.
But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. No, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to.
Yeah, that is a good question. They took the visions from him too. I mean, at least she's not, you know, be kind of hypocritical if she only took it from the people that are against her and not those working under her.
And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently,
Hold up.
I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
So she doesn't take the vision of everyone in her army. That's wrong as well. Dude, can this bitch get more fucked up?
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details.
Alright. That's why he doesn't remember the provisions. Because they were part of his ambition or some shit.
All I know is that I
He
would
buried
perform
them
certain
somewhere.
things every month. But I don't recall what they were.
Yeah. See, he would perform certain... He would get those... I guess no one's in the wrong here. He just doesn't remember the provisions.
And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Yeah, let's go beat him up.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Yeah, definitely.
But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should
all
be
for
able
it.
to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone
More
too
aggression.
far.
Didn't we come from there? We should have ran into them. No, they seriously didn't get far. What the fuck? Yo. Oh, I was gonna
We really outdid ourselves this time.
plunge.
All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
Tadao.
You demand, boss.
Some odd names.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after.
Sounds
Let's teach
more
them a
Chinese than
lesson.
Japanese to me. Well, doesn't matter. I'll beat them up.
Take this!
Okay, so this applies Electro. Wait, those things stay and they keep applying Electro. Or something. Wait, we picked them up.
Fry!
Ganyu doesn't really need help. Fuck off.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know?
You worked hard to steal that. See, there's your problem.
Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa.
Not likely. Let's keep our options open, you know? Would be cool.
So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
Let's break into the
Just our
Raiden Shogun's
luck.
house.
I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But
What a
now
dick.
that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
Sure.
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
With the what now?
Yeah, a lot of them too.
Am I missing something here? What are
They all
IOUs?
seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store. A Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross
Dude,
again.
can I see a picture or something? I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, so we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Good idea. Talk to Aoi. It's harder to say than I thought. Can we teleport? Yeah. Wait, there's an adventurers guild. So this is like the main town, I guess. Good to know. Yo! You sell umbrellas?
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
Why is she so mysterious?
Ah, so you're friends of
I'm gonna look it
Kurosawa, I
up.
take
Fucking-
it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
What is an IOU? Informal document acknowledging debt. Well, that's boring as fuck.
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from.
I was talking about it. He said he had a feeling he owed something.
How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
So many umbrellas.
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions.
He was actually a good guy.
But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning.
Dude, he was just paying for like the entire village.
So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
He's such a good guy.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now.
Yeah, why wouldn't he tell them? I mean, I guess if he told them, it seems like he's not just doing it out of good, but at the same time, just tell them.
Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed.
It was.
As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself?
We're gonna have to find the diary again.
I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated.
Can't you speak more quickly?
Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
No.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him
buy
about
it
its
from him.
origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell.
Never mind.
In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think.
Ah, this bitch. I'll buy it from him and then gift it to him.
Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for.
I don't think
before you
that will
go,
work.
if you would kindly settle today's bill.
What? Bill?
But we didn't buy anything.
What? She wants some money for her time?
Information is also a kind of
Information,
commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions were coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
Yeah, maybe we can jog up his memory. Stop with the pinks. Map. Oh, I just realized how many red dots I have. It's a good thing I didn't see them. They trigger me. And now you have to deal with it.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
Well, he still has a sword, remember?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often.
Oh no.
Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was?
Yeah, dude, you were a good guy.
I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything.
We'll find your diary, don't worry.
Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. And this sword was once wielded by my father.
He does still remember that. Okay.
I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands.
It's a cool looking sword.
And
but I'm a sucker for
said to
katana,
me,
so I mean,
with this sword,
probably like it either way.
You should.
Well, he doesn't remember that either.
Carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
We're not even looking at it. How would I know?
And justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now.
Right.
Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use of virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up.
You know what I just realized? It's like Thomas' test. Except this time, it's Ayaka testing us, showing us what happens to the people that lose their visions. So we're gonna help her fight the person that is responsible for this. We're just being set up again.
The Tenryo Commission sees my
I
vision.
realize that now.
And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses.
Dude, I told you it was like child. He just pays for everything.
In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us,
I could imagine.
you don't have a vision.
Yeah.
Let's go find the next poor soul.
Is that what we call them now? Visionless people. Just poor souls. Is this faster? It better be.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Exorcism? Wait, did I get
Who
that
are
right?
you?
Did he say exorcism?
I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately!
Yo, we could beat all of you up at the same time.
Don't make me
I
draw
don't
my
like that
blade, or you won't live to regret it.
You... Okay.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Yes.
Disciples?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us.
Dude, could you see Paimon with a huge ass fucking sword?
But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
That's how she's gonna get useful.
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here.
Mm-hmm.
Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon. A name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world.
Once again, a little bit of a generic anime trope, but hey, it'll pass. I like Zoro.
And so, even while training us,
It's probably my favorite
he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
And I guess if you're a sword master or someone training with the sword, you would want to be the strongest anyway. I mean, every fight, right? It's generic because, I mean, I guess everyone would be like that.
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since.
He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit.
Yeah, no.
So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
What I wonder is, these people have their visions taken away, and then the moment that happens, these really serious things start happening, and they just come up with some random ass explanation. Like, he had his vision taken away, out of nowhere. He starts speaking like he's possessed, so he must be possessed. What? Where's the vision in the story?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession?
No!
Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
No! He's not possessed. Wait. How it's between 18 and yeah. We just missed it. To be fair, that view was kinda cool. Yo.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away.
That's just a kill list, his blacklist.
It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past.
I knew it.
One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him.
Oh dear, what the fuck
so
did I do?
the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Sure. Just walk away. What's he doing here? What?
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism?
Why would he
We
do
won't
that?
let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
No, I wanted to go inside. For fuck's sake, suspicious person. That was the first guy we helped.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! Let's go!
Heyo.
How did you catch up with me so quickly?
But it's someone else. They just reused basically the same model.
Quicker than he does.
Except this guy is more of an asshole and he has a sword. Dude, that's the same clothes, the same hair color, and it's not the same guy.
Unless...
How am I supposed to know?
I guess it's been a few years.
Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you?
Good question.
And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
I agree.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up.
He'll help us.
I don't care to talk
Fix
about
him
that
up.
time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon Sr.
You look old enough.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai. Yes, that's me.
Who was Anzai again? Did they talk about him
Because
before?
I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster.
You were stalking
Studied
him! What do you mean you don't want
Meikyo
anything
Shinsui
to do with
together.
him?
I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Meikyo Shinsui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception.
If he lost all that training, I guess the opposite he'd get is stillness of mind. And he would get agitated as fuck.
But Domon was different.
Oh.
The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world.
Okay.
Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade.
Well, he had ambition. He didn't say he was the strongest. He simply wanted to become the strongest.
I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in
You
his
need
training,
that kind of a goal.
and even started catching up with me.
Or at least
Only then did I realize that it was
some
Domon
kind
who
of a
had
goal to
long
work
since
towards.
freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
That's how it works, dude.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Yeah.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shinsui art.
But you didn't care about shit like rewards, right? Didn't you just say
Of
that?
all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me.
I mean, I get him.
Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body.
Was beating up some old dude.
After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shinsui art to perfection.
Precisely because he
I
did.
decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since
Now
forgotten.
I remember Anzai.
So you see, I came
did
here
say
not
it
to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
No, you should come with us. You'll fix him up.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us.
We should.
Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Fine. I never get to make my own decisions in this game. I just have to click one of the options. It's not fair. Who this bitch?
What? You're saying he isn't possessed?
I said that from the start.
Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
Oh yeah, because otherwise you can't wave a sword.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty.
Alright.
And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yae has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Who is Yae?
Lady Yae? Is that the
It's
same
the
Lady Yae that I
big-haired
think you
girl.
mean?
The head shrine
That
maiden of the
is
Grand
perfect
Narukami
description.
Shrine? That's wonderful news. Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
No, he's not possessed.
Correct. Lady Yae is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yae can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yae?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yae does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now,
Right.
but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Yeah, I'll go fix him up real quick. We don't need to go all the way up there.
Who'd have thought Lady Yae herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yae's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yae, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself.
Yo, so this is how we get to meet Yae and then the Shogun, I guess?
Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow.
I agree.
Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure. After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yae. We're curious to meet her too.
You're damn right.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden Shogun from her.
I'm scared to look. Oh my god. How do we even get up there? Jesus. Oh, but there's a path here. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. The bath ends here. What is that? Onika Buto. We'll just have to climb again. They're not giving us more stamina, by the way. Is that a spoiler? Well, you've been spoiled. It's not one of the rewards in the tower. This is the first time I saw the Oculus. They look pretty cool. There are wind currents here. Wait, does the... Okay. I swear to God, if I go here and it doesn't take me up, I'm gonna be a little bit mad. Well, there are floating rocks, but it doesn't float me. No. How do I get up there? Just give us an elevator. What? Okay. Don't fall down, please. Not doing that again. Run, 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 run. Need more stamina for climbing. Yo, what's up there? Probably some puzzle. There probably is a faster way than this. I just don't know about it. And I'm not gonna spend an hour looking for it. Well, I guess we found it. And it's gone. Yo, it's one of those bugs. They look cute. As cute as bugs can look anyway. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is hit the fucking teleport point. There's no way I'm climbing up this mountain again. Yo, it looks even better at night.
Another bad one? No, let me try.
Oh, this is where the tree is.
Do you think that's Lady
The Fox Tree thing.
Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now?
She be looking kind of cute though. Yo, she didn't look like this in the videos. The screenshots.
It was probably nothing. It's not like she's
Not my
ever
type,
seen
though.
us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me.
Ah.
I
There
gave
he
up
is.
the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right?
No.
This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
Right.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With
Why
his
is the
wits
camera
impaired, he finally
looking at her
descended into
from like below?
madness.
I swear they're doing this on purpose. See, this is the kind of fan service I fucking despise.
As one who is thrown into the
There was
sea, though
no
he fights
reason to
back
make the camera
desperately
angle
against
like
his
that.
predicament, it does
Or
nothing
for
to
close to
prevent
be
his
that
descent
short.
into the depths.
Oh, now we're below her. Sure.
As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
She knew all along.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it.
Well, he did, no?
There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly unagitated, unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Alright. She got a point. Fair enough.
Lady, I'm not sure I understand. The path of the Swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest Swordmaster in the world.
It certainly is not.
It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions.
I guess that's what it comes down to.
Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally
She's just
flawed
laughing
friend
at
of
him.
mine.
Fatally. Wait, is she talking about the Shogun?
Poor Sensei. To think he's been such
She just laughs at everyone. Well, that's not very nice.
I'm sorry.
To be fair, the Shogun
It's all my
deserves it.
fault.
But this guy?
Father. Sensei.
No
I'm
idea.
sorry.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Onsai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak.
Hey, that's
You
where we're
taught them
standing.
that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Hey, that's a good question. They like to ask good questions in this game.
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer.
They are
in my
definitely nodding to
future as
One
you
Piece.
do
What the
now.
fuck?
All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Oh yeah, I'm a disciple too.
Goodness. Well,
Actually, the character, he does use a sword,
You
right?
can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me.
Get good.
So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. but you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand.
We fixed him.
I'm
Well, actually,
sorry
I
to have
didn't do
made
shit.
you worry for me, and for
I
the
just ran
state
up
of
here for
nature,
nothing.
sweetheart.
What did I run up here for?
I no
Run up
longer
here
have the
for?
resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far.
Damn.
This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
Yes. Wait, she wears her vision like an earring. I mean, I like the unique placements they put in.
Away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf.
It's a
Traveler,
creative one.
a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Cool. Wait, I can't click. She wasn't done walking.
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Sounds like a plan. Let's fly. Oh no, wait, that's the opposite of what we're doing. This is faster anyway. I'm back. Why do I keep climbing the door?
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes?
Wait, and then she's not behind the thingies, so we see her.
Ayaka!
Huh?
Oh no! Some burglar broke in. Dude, I was right! She's the burglar. No, I meant that we see her for real.
Traveler, Paimon, it is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face.
Why couldn't you just do that from the start?
I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
She's joining us.
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Ooh, wait a second.
Yo, he's tall as fuck. I didn't even notice.
Your, servant?
To be fair, the traveler's probably just
Happy
tiny.
to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, right, they're from the same clan, right?
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen.
Friend request accepted.
Alright, we can be friends.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter
Yuki.
at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential.
You know, I do now see how visions would be a problem, because all of these people have some sort of ambition. If you strip them from their ambition, they would never overthrow the Shogun, right? But that's not to say people without a vision can't have some sort of ambition, right?
Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that
What, they
perhaps
lost their
now you
sister
can
too?
appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance?
See, I said it. I knew that this is what she was doing.
You will? Really?
Yeah.
Naturally.
I wanted to do that from the start.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all.
Fucking hell.
Now then, given that the remainder of
like
our
a fiddle.
discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House?
With the dog?
We ought not to
Hell yeah.
involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Let's go.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
The dog, of course.
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access.
That helps too.
Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
Foreshadowing?
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
Do we want to know this? I just want to beat her up.
The
No,
almighty
I can't
Shogun.
be Shogun.
I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply.
Struck the lightning.
It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions.
That's bullshit.
Moreover,
Duh.
it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others.
No, exactly. Dude, I talked about that yesterday. Just, if I were in this world, right, and I wouldn't get a vision, I'd be so pissed. I'd be so envious of all the people that have one. At least it's not like half-half. It's more of a really small chance, but, you know, it'd be so cool to have a vision, dude. Imagine not getting one.
Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group.
Dude, that's where we gotta go.
To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems.
Wait. Oh, this is a lamp. I thought it was glitching in the wall.
But I do
Sorry, off
wonder
topic.
whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt decree.
They're gonna overthrow the shogun?
Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything.
Stupid people.
It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt decree.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Nobody cares.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
We walk in there and kill her. And then we're the new leader. We just
Please,
remove the decree.
do not forget that challenging
Easy.
the Vision Hunt decree is
GG,
tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
We might as well ask Fenty for help. And Chongmi.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
Are they working with the Fatui? To make like, what are they called? Not visions, but the delusions. Does that work? To give them like a replacement vision, but a delusion? It would strengthen the army too, but...
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
We've seen him before.
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka.
I kinda want one
To
too.
the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article.
Wait, just yesterday we didn't give a shit about the vision and now we want one?
The problem we are facing right now is that Master
I mean, give me a power
Masakatsu,
one.
who was providing us
Hell
with
yeah.
counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Well, of course that makes sense.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Oh, it's morning. Dude, the time shifts? Like the lighting changes with the time of day, right? But it's not a moving sun. It's just at a certain time it just snaps to a different lighting scene.
Yes.
Always gets me.
We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu.
At least that's how it works in cutscenes for some reason.
Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt.
Dude, Prison Break? I'd do it for free. Sign me up.
By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone.
I can handle it, don't worry.
When
Let's
you
go.
are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagonohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
Fire? We're gonna blow up the prison. I mean, it might kill the guy inside, but... who doesn't love explosions?
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again.
Wait, he has a
Believe
vision
me,
too?
you're not the first of
Where?
your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same
got boring hair,
unpleasant
he can't.
outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision.
Where is it?
I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we? Psst! Hey, wait! Huh?
Who
There's
does bitch?
someone trying to get our attention. Come on, this way. What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help?
Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Why are we swimming on our boobs?
Hey,
Stop
right,
it.
you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh?
They're doing it again.
You do have a vision.
I mean, I get they could have put the vision in the center, but they knew what they were doing, okay? You can't tell me otherwise.
Shh. If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here.
Says where I'm looking. No, look. That's not fair. They were like almost in the center. That wasn't my fault. They shouldn't do that, in my opinion. I don't like it personally.
Choice.
But
Alright,
to each their own, I
let's go.
guess.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it?
He just got it. Probably won't be an issue.
This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
She's the one that makes the fakes? Do they explode too?
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think
Primonial.
to unleash Primonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya.
Word of the year.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamisaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
You called her queen, he's the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me.
Oh, they're 100% dating.
As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good
Dude,
man.
she wears it like
it's too
on her
bad
hip.
good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Matsukatsu?
Who now?
Huh? Do you guys know him too?
Oh, I was supposed to remember that. Are we? Oh, right. Oh,
You know,
that's the guy in the prison.
Then it sounds like the sheer
You should have told me from the start.
has a plan. Awesome. I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just merged straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble.
But if you go there, what's her problem?
So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Dope.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems
Secret
we've
tunnel.
got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out.
Yeah! 200. Honestly, it's nice of them to include the teleport points. Imagine if they weren't there. You had to walk all the way, all the time. This game would be torture. The way in is just through the back? That's what you're telling me? Do we need pyro? I'm sure we don't need it.
Let's go.
What would we need that for?
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Dude, it looks like the place in
Come on,
Naruto.
this way. As long as we stay quiet, we got a good chance.
Base under Konoha.
I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
It's not another stealth mission, is it? It is. I swear. No, we can just beat him up. Good.
Next on the agenda.
I must withdraw.
What does it do when I pick up those things? There's some purple shit around me.
Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Okay, I have.
Blaze over.
Dude! He dashed.
As one with
Come here. Why is he running away? What? He just. He just healed. That's bullshit.
I dare you.
Yo, this guy is bugged or something. I don't know what he's doing.
No touching.
Don't hold back.
What?
I need to.
Yay, we won, finally. What is this? It's an elevator. For some reason I was hoping for something more exciting.
Who goes there?
Holy shit!
Time for retribution.
What if they're innocent? Nah, we shouldn't ask ourselves those kind of questions.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it.
Open sesame. Special trick? What do you mean?
A lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with
Oh,
the
we
source
need to
of
kill
their
this
strength.
thing. Close. Okay, that's easy. Just ran past him. Stop wasting my time.
Teach me a lesson. Quick! Watch your step.
Okay. Oh! Oh, we have to ult on
For Rex Lapis.
what does this do?
Thunderclap! Lightning slash!
What did it do? No, 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 no. It's gonna kill me.
Retribution!
Oh my god,
Don't
teleporting
hold back.
dudes.
Show me what you got.
Stop! Well, at least there's more of a challenge to it this time. I remember
clouds high.
yesterday.
Birds call.
The fight. I just would like. This is just such a small space.
I need to.
Wind strider.
Oh my country.
No. That works. Dude, can you stop reflecting on my bullshit? Stop pretending to be an anime character.
No touching.
Slash. I've been
There. That took way longer than I wanted. I like this kind of dungeon though. It's kind of cool.
That
birdhouse.
shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there.
Parrots.
brace yourself.
Access denied.
Burn.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Show me what you got.
Yeah, see, it turns out I would have needed a healer.
All hail. Next on the
It's
agenda,
fine.
Born of Ice and Frost.
Don't hold back. I'll spare nothing. I need to train harder.
That does damage.
Right there. Bested.
What was that? They were stronger all this time because of the armor thing. Wait. Just. Where are we supposed to go? Oh, it's like down here. Can we just throw it down? Go down. Bye. Dude, what? No. No, I need to go down. What the fuck? There's just. Okay, I'll just go down here, alright. Ish. Yeah, this is an interesting kind of dungeon. Leave me alone. The walls or doors? Oh, it's meant to be a puzzle. Well, that doesn't look detailed.
Quick, hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Why is he lying on the floor?
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us? Locking you up was just the beginning.
Ah, classic bad guys. They're just gonna beat him up.
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him! If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
Yo, that's a good question. What the fuck? How did you get here?
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Who this?
Ma'am. We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that? That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also
Can we
a
stop
general
with
in
all the
Shogun
titles?
Army.
Damn.
What's she doing here?
Did he?
Make way, let me have a look at him.
She's the mask the doctors wear. She's a healer. Like the plague
I'm sure
doctors.
you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryou Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Just throw a fucking bomb in there or something. Oh wait, we're gonna hit him in the crossfire.
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Just beat him off, man. What the
Yes,
fuck?
ma'am.
There was no way we were gonna do this stealthy anyway.
Sorry. I didn't
Wait, what did
mean
she
to.
do? She like stepped.
Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
The bomb, I told you. Okay, that was rather disappointing.
Huh? Was that an explosion?
You could barely call that an explosion.
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know.
Nice work.
I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to.
Ah, hell yeah, what the fuck?
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
Oh my god.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all.
That's hilarious.
Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look,
They're gonna buy her fireworks for sure now. Run.
Yoimiya, is that you?
He's the third guy that looks like this.
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on, we've got no time to lose. They could be back any minute.
You scream it off the top of your lungs.
Oh.
Yes, leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me.
Yo, she's a good one. She's gonna let us
He's
leave.
in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well,
Yo, she's actually got some money.
you can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
Fireworks!
Leave this place.
Yo, she's cool. What a nice person. She even gave us a big chest. Bye.
Phew. We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu.
I only just now realized that I was actually dumb. The replacements they meant with the visions, they're just the fake ones. They don't actually give any powers. They just look like them. That's why they want them.
Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujusara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him?
Sure.
It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
You bet your ass we're not walking all the way there. My legs are tired.
I see. So Kujo Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Bad idea.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts.
Yo, and Yoimiya is gonna be there with her fireworks, but she's gonna point them at them instead of at the sky.
And
That's
the number
our
of
plan.
samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
Nice.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together?
Nice.
Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game?
Hot pot
What's
game?
that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Fucking Paimon.
Simply put,
How
every
is she not
person prepares
fat?
an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was.
Yeah, that would actually be kind of funny.
Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the God of Hot
God
Pot.
of Hot Pot. Well, that's one I want to meet.
Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
You really do want to play, huh?
I've got mine too. She's right next to me.
Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose?
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
There's a
Rena
fucking
proposes
slime
we
in there.
gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies, super salty ham, mist flower corollas. This is already shaping up to be a hot pot to remember.
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off inside me.
Oh my
Who
god.
would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weird ingredients without a second thought.
Wait, what did we put in there?
Toma, you okay, buddy?
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon.
What the
raw-boiled
fuck?
Doggo? Oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly froze my tongue off.
We put the Corolla in there.
Hold up. My life is starting to flash before my eyes. Time I call it a night, everyone.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things you ate were ingredients you added yourself.
Wait, what?
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one.
What, she made rice cakes?
Boiling cakes in hot pot. Ugh. Think of the taste.
Oh, they were like actual cakes.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
So innocent.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down.
Poor guy.
I feel like a new man.
That was quick.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the God of Hot Pot's blessing.
Shit, we missed that.
Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is me.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
I'm all for it, man.
Yes. If the Tenryo Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
Oh boy.
Be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Bye, Toma. Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
Sounds like a plan, Paimon. But I have a better idea. I think I'll take that rest as well. Hey guys, I'll be closing out the stream here. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.